Do you need help practicing and listening to English for your citizenship exam? Are you worried that you won't remember the answers? Well, worry no more. I'm that immigration guy, and in this video, I'm going to help you learn and practice the 7th set of 10 questions on the exam, questions 61 through 70. So please watch my other videos where I help you practice the other 90 questions broken down into 10 question videos. Welcome to my channel. I'm Brent Newcomb. If you're new here, I'm that immigration guy, an attorney focusing solely in immigration law for almost 20 years. This video is unique. It is a learning tool to help you study for the exam. As I explained in another of my videos on how to prepare for the citizenship exam, there is a free resource book from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service called Learn About the United States, Quick Civics Lessons. You will be given this book when you go in for your biometric appointment. I'll be using this book as a guide for you. I'll tackle 10 question blocks in each video. I suggest listening several times to these videos and practicing along with me. I will read the question and then the answer with a little additional information. After I've gone through all 10, I will repeat just the questions and the answers one more time. Finally, I will repeat just the questions with a pause where you can answer yourself. Watch this video several times and you will pass that citizenship exam. Are you ready? Well, let's begin. Part 1. To begin with, let's go through questions 61 through 70 and the answers, and I'll give you a few tips with each question that may help you remember the answers. Question 61. Why did the colonists fight the British? Answer: because of high taxes. Other acceptable answers include because the British Army stayed in their houses, because they didn't have self-government. Separation from Britain was inevitable, as Americans' anger kind of grew in the years leading up to 1775. Americans noted many repeated injuries by King George. Foremost was this taxation without consent or representation, and many other rights that Britain denied to the colonists. Remember for the test, though, high taxes. Question 62. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Answer: Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson was a very important political leader in the late 1700s. Many of our most important ideas are listed in the Declaration of Independence written in 1776. These ideas include the idea that all people are created equal, that all people are born with certain rights, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Remember, the author, Thomas Jefferson. Question 63. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Answer: July 4, 1776. Two Continental Congresses met in 1774 and 1775, respectively, regarding Britain's treatment of the colonies. The Second Continental Congress asked Thomas Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence. It was reviewed by many of the finest political minds in the colonies, including John Adams and Benjamin Franklin. July 4th, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. We celebrate this Day of Independence every year on July 4th. Question 64. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Answer: New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Other acceptable answers include New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. The 13 original states were all former British colonies. These colonies came together to declare independence from Britain in one unified voice in 1776. Because the question asked for 3 out of 13, I'd advise remembering New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Easy to remember. Question 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? Answer: the Constitution was written by the Founding Fathers. Between 1776 and 1787, America was governed under the Articles of Confederation between the 13 states. The Articles really weren't a strong enough document to provide for the needs of all the states, so a constitutional convention was convened in Philadelphia from May through September 1787. Delegates from every state attended. The end result, after much debate and compromise, was the Constitution which created the United States. Question 66. When was the Constitution written? Answer, 1787. As mentioned above, several years had passed since the colonists announced independence from Britain. Due to the insufficiencies of the Articles of Federation, the Constitutional Convention wrote the Constitution, which we have now. Even though it took a few more years before all of the states ratified it, the document was written in 1787. Question 67. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Answer, Alexander Hamilton. Other answers that are acceptable include James Madison, John Jay, Publius. An answer to this question is easiest to remember because of the famous Broadway hit Hamilton about the life of Alexander Hamilton. He and others used the Federalist paper to support the passage of the Constitution. Question 68. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Answer, he was a U.S. diplomat. Other answers that are fine are the oldest member of the Constitutional Convention, the first Postmaster General of the U.S., the writer of Poor Richard's Almanac, and he started the first free libraries. Now, Benjamin Franklin was a very important founding father in the early days of the United States. He was definitely a Renaissance man, being inventor, philosopher, and one of the duties he performed was being a U.S. diplomat. If you're interested, Franklin has a wonderfully entertaining life and is a fascinating figure. Question 69. Who is the father of our country? Answer, George Washington. Not only was Washington a brilliant general in the Revolutionary War, but he was the first American president. He also presided over the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in 1787. George Washington is one of the most beloved heroes from American history. Question 70. Who was the first president? Answer, George Washington. Washington began his first term in 1789 and served for 2 full terms for office. He played an important role in the early days of the United States and encouraged Americans to unite. He voluntarily resigned from presidency, setting an example of passing power to new leadership, which continues to this day. So how was that? Not too bad, I hope. Well, we're going to get into some more practice right now. Part 2. I will now read the question slowly. I will pause. I will then read the answer. Try to answer yourself during the pause. Ready? Okay. Question 61. Why did the colonists fight the British? Answer, because of high taxes. Question 62. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Answer, Thomas Jefferson. Question 63. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Answer, July 4, 1776. Question 64. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Answer, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Question 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? Answer, the Constitution was written by the Founding Fathers. Question 66. When was the Constitution written? Answer, 1787. Question 67. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the Constitution. Name one of the writers. Answer, James Madison. Question 68. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Answer, U.S. diplomat. Question 69. Who is the father of our country? Answer, George Washington. Question 70. Who was the first president? Answer, George Washington. We're now at the final part of the prep. I'm going to ask just the question and then pause. Use the pause to answer yourself. Ready? Question 61. Why did the colonists fight the British? Question 62. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Question 63. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Question 64. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Question 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? Question 66. When was the Constitution written? Question 67. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Question 68. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Question 69. Who is the father of our country? Question 70. Who was the first president? That's it. How did you do? If you've mastered these, please write the word done in the comments below. I'd love to know how many people this has helped. One final thing. I do want you to remember that I am not giving you specific legal advice about your case with this video. Every single case is different. This is an informative video. For advice on your particular situation, please seek help from a qualified and experienced immigration attorney, such as me, that immigration guy. If you like this video, hit like below and please subscribe. I will be putting out regular content every few days. Share the video. If you need immigration advice, contact my office. I'll be more than happy to help you. And remember, that immigration guy for your future immigration legal needs.